Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. They make the stop, but the sweet Coolin catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Got enough for the first. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability.
Breaks into the open. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The play action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Grab near the sticks. It's Bauman. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's back. Looking to the end zone. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped it. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going to go for a big one. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs through the tackle. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Flushed out of the pocket. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. LSU right back to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Got a little space. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. Goodness, note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Plays like that can just shoot energy through your team. The kickoff return for 89 yards and the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Flying down the left side. He's at the touchdown hurricane. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field.
Welcome to the home Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Moving away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ross. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Crimson Tide. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Allen. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Reynolds. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Ross. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Now from inside the red zone. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll leave it with that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Gets the back moving. They'll try the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. To the air, it's Simpson. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and 1.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got him this time. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football.
That's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Simpson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Got room at the 35. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The give as they work on that clock. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Buys a little time with his feet. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Safe completion on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Wants to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Power football with the run. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down from the 36.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, if they'd been able to come up with that completion, I think it would have helped out their Hail Mary opportunity. They didn't get it. This is going to take an act of God if they're going to win this game at this point.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Back has it. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team. Staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack. Hurricanes. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Sooners are in the hurry-up, trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is done.
Touchdown, Miami! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch him off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. How about that defense rising up up and stopping him short on 4th down. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give... field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Looking for a crease. It's Washington. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw. It's Robertson. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Baylor.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. That's reeled in. It's Washington. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back and It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Baylor! They put the first points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
And he's going to try to return this one. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Mendoza. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Snags it over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Prentice. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Works the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Robertson. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Touchdown Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up and still going. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Prentice. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the air, it's Robertson. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
To the ground with the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Cooper. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Caught it. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. And the returner will be dragged down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back there.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Steps away. Going right and going deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Hoosiers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception, getting in the end zone, and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position on the field.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Going to sling it on second down. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Quick step and go. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. The sure hands, it's Hemby. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cooper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Hoosiers are facing third and inches. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Indiana. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Coming out with it, it's Prentice. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz.
Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Prentice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback moving. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hoosiers will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. Giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can take a sack on 1st down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Hoosiers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Got the 1st down himself. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Running back searching for a hole. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Eakin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
21, Indiana, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Brady. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Spins away from the defender. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. From the gun, running back gets to give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught near the sticks. It's Eakin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man. You can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He makes the grab, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. Dumps it to the back. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brady. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create.
Going over the top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Tempo in overdrive. Skips away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Trying play action. Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the... Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen, as we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff as we get this game started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their
breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Norton. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Gives him the big stiff arm. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's Horvat. Makes the catch. It's Kent. Crosses the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. That's caught. It's Chapman. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Caught behind the line. It's Chapman. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this offense.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll go to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Now improvising. Makes a grab past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10.
He wants to change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds space on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
First down for the offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Brown will throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, South Florida. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Number 19.
That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
0.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Lost, the defense is wide open. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He's going to run it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Using his legs to buy some time. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to the first.
Under fire. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what...
Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And and it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab right down the middle. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Got a man. It's Simmons. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Coleman. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
On the run, it's Cobb.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Was completed via the screen. Gain of 9.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds his man. It's Fields. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Off the play fake. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Auburn lines up quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
The Cavaliers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He might want another play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Cavaliers are on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Knight. Here's the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Auburn to the line in a hurry. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He's going to let it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harris. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wants to throw. It's Morris. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. This time it's complete. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw again. He'll pull it down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
The Cavaliers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Snapped it in the shotgun. Trying to bowl his way in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Flushed out of the pocket. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's Thompson. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
His quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Auburn ready to put it deep to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're working that left side. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Fourth down.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Courtney. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Virginia. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely got it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Auburn to the line in a hurry. With the run on first and goal. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. They want that clock to run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. There he goes! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Scanning the field, it's Morris. That's caught, it's Harris. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got enough space. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. Trying play action. Floating away. Lets it go to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Creates a little space. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so
it's a running room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The corners are walked up tight. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and get this opening drive touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Burks. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Wide open spaces. He's up, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
To the air on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Have a day. We're in the first quarter, and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff, they made a concerted effort and decision to get this guy involved in the game on offense early. They are doing exactly that.
Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They feed him again. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hurricanes will put total effort to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can. number 8 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
He'll get rid of it. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to scramble. The short hands, it's Fletcher. At the 45 on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did.
It's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Dropping back, it's Reed. Under fire. The ball's out there after it. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Turning it on. No, he got loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and angry.
They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on fourth. The throw. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, King! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offense
throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hurts!